It's taking some time, but I'm collecting all new Necromancer essences one by one. This time I got the new helmet called Medic's Sheath, so I'm going to show you how it works, but right away I can say one thing, and it is not that great. Let me read you the skill description first. When Corpse Lance attacks an enemy, it has a 10% chance to generate a corpse. And if you have this essence on an awakened spot, it gives 10% increased damage to Corpse Lance. Actually, there is no hidden mechanics or information about this item, it just gives you a 10% chance to create a corpse when you use Corpse Lance. Obviously, only using this essence with the new Corpse Lance is not going to be enough because you need to have some corpses around to use the skill in the first place, so it's not offering any direct solutions to that problem. You might think 10% is not that bad, but when I tested it on the dummy, it didn't feel enough to keep Corpse Lance going all the time. So if we are going to use any other essence to create corpses anyways, I wouldn't use this essence in my builds. Especially in PvP builds, it can be fine in PvE, but for battlegrounds and other PvP activities, I would go with the Emperor of Worms essence to add some control effects to the Corpse Lance, or you can use an essence for any other skill depending on your build. Unfortunately, I can't share full builds right now because I'm still looking for the pants essence. I got everything else and I'm only missing that one, which is the most important one to create builds around the new offhand. I'm not going to make specific videos for shoulder and chest essences, so let me talk about them a little bit. First of all, I really like the new shoulders for open world farm. Bone armor increases movement speed by 30% while active. And if you have an awakened spot, it decreases the cooldown of bone armor by 10%. By the way, don't forget to use the Protector Warband room with Shepherd's Burden Remnant bonus to get that 15% increased size while you are farming. When your size gets bigger, you move around faster. That's why it is important. And if you don't need to upgrade your gear level, you can use the Warden Paragon tree while farming to get a little bit bigger. But if you need dust and scraps, keep using Treasure Hunter. Well, like I said, this is a really good essence for open world farm. And when it comes to the new chest essence, I don't really have much to say. It can be good in all types of builds if you are using Dark Curse. Let me read the skill description. Enemies affected by your Dark Curse are weakened, increasing your critical hit chance against them by 19%. Like I said, depending on your builds, this can be a really good piece for your setup. And we already talked about new offhand and main hand essences in the past videos, so we are only missing the pants. And when I get that essence, we are going to talk about that as well. And I will start sharing build videos after I get it. But I will share my unfinished open world farm build with you right now since you watched it all the way. So for the headpiece, we have the new essence called Medic's Sheath. For the chest, we have Flickering Warmth, Patispalt for the shoulders, Strange Sojourn for the pants, but this will be changed with the new pants essence, Fulsome Feeding. So if you have it, just use the new one. For the main hand essences, I'm using Craving Bay and Stroke of Midnight, and for the offhands, I have a new one called Lower Creed plus Spite Fetor. Well, that's all the legendary items you need. For the skills, use Grimsight, Corpse Lance, Bone Armor, and Wraith Form. If you have the new pants, use Dark Curse instead of Wraith Form. And we have Soulfire as the primary attack. And that's the whole build. Don't forget, I'm just sharing this as an early build. I might come up with a better version of it when I get the pants. That's all for this one. Thanks for tuning in and take care.